All right, welcome to Warrior Team Fitness Team Call on June 28th, 2016.
Had to think about that
I
one.
did. This is Anthony, and I'm Jennifer, and Anthony's going to lead the show tonight, but we have some quick announcements. It is the end of the month, and tomorrow is the last day to get everything in order, to get paid leads, to get free leads, and to rank advance by midnight tomorrow night. So get all your things in order. If you have people, last minute orders, you have definitely until the 30th to get in Success Club. But that's about it. The 21-day fix is still on sale for the rest of the month. And we have 21-day fix extreme also. I haven't gotten the insider glimpse of what's going to be on sale for July, but as soon as it does come out, we'll definitely post it in our group and let you all know. And I think that's it.
Awesome. Well, I had the last sitters asked me to do a call on their team because they just they want their coaches to see a different perspective. And as I sat down and I started writing up my slides, because, if you've been on the calls lately, you've seen that we've been using PowerPoint slides, and we all of a sudden looked at it and we're like, you know what? We've been talking about the three vitals, but this is a great call. We should just stick with this. And so now this is that time where I take over your screen. So the craziest thing with this is when I think about all the subtle struggles that I had, not just in this business, in life in general, it was always something that just took me off the path, okay? Something that just was really easy for me to change my mindset, or even some of the more complicated things where I just couldn't find my way. I couldn't figure out which way I wanted to go. And, just like this slide says, in life, in business, in raising your kids, in your kids' decisions, there's always this way, that way, another way, the other way. Everybody has their own choices to make, and everybody has their own struggles that they're going to face. And it really takes time to see the difference and to see what is going to help you change. And a lot of times it just takes that simple fact of remembering. When you start making changes and you start making adjustments and you start doing little things in your life to better yourself, a lot of times you hit your first failure and you're like, oh man, this sucks. I can't do it. But it's really because you've walked this step, you walked this process from here, and as bad as it sucked over here, now you're here and something else happens and you're like, man, it sucks over here, but you forget how much you've grown from here to get to here. That little fat kid in that picture up in the right-hand corner, I was tired. I was tired of life. I was tired of failing. I was tired of other people. I just wanted to consume myself in my own little depression and my own little world of, yeah, this is me, this is who I am. Everybody just leave me alone. I was tired mentally. I was tired physically. I couldn't wake up. Every time I woke up, every single day, I was exhausted. It felt like every time I had a struggle, there was another struggle. And then every time after that, there was another struggle. even in our marriage, I believe that there was moments where we were pretending to be happy. Because look at it. We have 3 beautiful children. I have a beautiful wife. But in the end, I didn't know what to do with it. I had a vision of what I wanted to do. I had a vision of what I wanted to be as a husband, what I wanted to be as a father, but yet I was never able to literally walk the line to reach and pursue what I wanted to go after. So when we look and we face everything that we go through on a day-to-day basis, you have to remember where you were. Remember what it was like before to get to where you are now. Because if you can't remember, you're going to quit. And quitting is easy. Super easy. One of the easiest things that you can ever do. Reality sucks. Okay? It doesn't matter how you want to look at it. It doesn't matter how chipper you want to walk through life, whether you're an optimist, a pessimist, or an optimist. Okay? There's one factor that's missing out of every one of these photos. It's Dad. It's me. You know what? It wasn't because of anything fancy. I was just working. Making money, providing for the house. But yet I was providing so much for the house that I was actually taking away from the house at the same time. Most of these moments were moments where Jennifer would take pictures and send them to me so I didn't miss out on the moment. I wasn't the father that I wanted to be. I wasn't the husband that I wanted to be. I quit without even knowing that I quit. I literally was walking in an area and in a place where I was trying to be a good father. I was trying to be a great dad, but I was gone. I couldn't be there. Couldn't be who I wanted to be because I wasn't taking the actual steps to walk out what I wanted to be and where I wanted to go, what I wanted to raise my kids to be, the kind of husband that I wanted to be. So now it's 5-2.
No, I was just kidding.
Baseball updates, guys. That's what that was.
What's missing? It was me. I was missing. I was missing in my everyday life.
Can we have a snack?
Does that guy look happy at all? Look at me. I believe that was Brianna messing with my phone. And instead of laughing, instead of finding joy in just who she is, I didn't want to touch my phone. Get away from my phone. Leave my phone alone. Wasn't happy. Something needed to change. And it wasn't that Brianna was going to change. It wasn't that the moment that I was in right there was going to change. It had to start with me. In life, we always see 2 different things. We fail or we succeed. At this moment in time, my marriage was failing. I was failing as a father to my children. I was failing at life because I was getting consumed by depression and consumed by PTSD. And I was consuming all of that in alcohol and hiding from my family, hiding from who I am as a person. And in turn, that causes my future to fail. Not just my future, but think about this. Think about just by me failing, okay? Because I'm going to be really honest with you. My parents sucked. They weren't good. They sucked. So I just wanted to be better than them. I just want to be a better father and a better husband than they were to me. So in order to do that, in order to literally step into that area, like I have to figure out what I'm failing at, and then I have to try and push so that I can succeed at it. Because at the end, I was on the verge of losing everything that made me me. I've been with my wife for 19 years. She is a huge part of who I am. My kids are a huge part of who I am. So when I step out and I just fail, and I keep seeing my failures, and that's all I focus on, but I don't change anything to turn those failures into success, then I affect my future. I affect the future of my children and their children and their children. Generations. That is a generational curse because everybody's afraid to change. Everybody's afraid to fail, that they don't step out and step into an area of success. So one reason people resist change is because they focus on what they have to give up instead of what they have to gain. If you miss out on life because you're too focused on what you have to change to be who you want to be, that's scary. Because in the end, you have to realize there's nobody in this business. We have never looked at anybody and said, oh, you're failing. No, you can do whatever you want. If you want, if your level of success is seeing yourself working out every single day, drinking your shake every single day to get fit and healthy, then do it. Do it. But don't quit. Don't quit. Stay successful in it. Don't do it for a year. Don't do it for 2 years. Don't do it for 3 years. Do it for the rest of your life. Stick to it. Run with it. Good. Come here. Come sit on my lap.
Mm-mm.
I used this example on the last call. Annabelle just recently said, I want to play baseball. And she's 6. She wanted to play t-ball. And Daddy went and bought her a mask. What's your mask for, Annabelle?
To cover my face in case the ball hits my face.
To cover your face in case the ball hits your face, right? How many times has Daddy hit you in the face?
A lot.
A lot. A lot.
Even in the shoulder.
Even in the shoulder. But you catch better than everybody on your team, don't you? Didn't you catch a throw to first base
Yeah.
and got someone out?
Yeah.
So that's successful, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many times did you have to get hit in the face in order to learn how to catch?
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
A lot. I'll tell you what, guys. It's amazing as adults. We don't see, you can go if you want to now. It's amazing as adults. We don't see how failure and success work together. We don't see that, we have a hard time remembering, if you think back a couple slides, we have a hard time remembering how much failure it took for us to get where we're at today. Okay? We have a hard time realizing that when we played sports or when we danced or when we learned something new, we didn't just succeed at it, we sucked at it. We weren't good at it. But what happened is we got hit in the face a lot so that we can learn how to be successful in the area that we wanted to be successful in. But I'll tell you what, if Annabelle would have got hit in the face the first time and quit, maybe the 10th time and quit, she would never have been successful. She would have never got that out at first base. She wouldn't be the best catcher on her team. She had to fail in order to succeed. But we miss it. Why do we miss it? Because we don't want to change. It's easier for us. We're adults. I don't have to change. I don't have to. I can work my 9 to 5, can pay the bills, have an okay marriage, and raise some mediocre children, and nobody will ever be able to tell me that I wasn't successful. Why? Because I did it. I did it. I stayed married, and my kids graduated high school, and they're happy now. Nobody can tell me I failed because I accomplished it. But when I see my level of success and I know where I want to take them, I have to be able to fail every single day in order to get them to where they want to go. I have to be able to fail every single day in myself to get where I want to go. You may be disappointed if you fail, but you are doomed if you don't try. Look at that road. Looks so close, doesn't it? Those hills look so close. You ever been driving, and I see this a lot through Texas or even in Arizona, and you see these amazing sights like this. The hills off in the distance, and it looks so close. And then 2 hours later, you're like, how long is it going to take us to hit this hill? I feel like we're only halfway. You drive another hour, and you're closer. Tell you what, anything that you want to reach in life, it always seems like it's right here. It's right here. I mean, it feels so close. I want to get fit. And then I feel like I get there and now my lower abs piss me off. I want to have a good marriage. I want to have a great marriage. And then she doesn't have dinner ready and I have to shake her and beat her. I'm just kidding. There's all these levels, guys, where we see things that we want. But then we only try for so long to get there because it's not fast enough. It's not happening fast enough. That I can see that hill. It's right there. Why am I not getting there fast? Like, I see it. I want to just be there. It takes time. It takes pressing. It takes work. When you really want to succeed in the areas you want to succeed in. When the biggest changes in my life happened, it was when my wife started reading to me like I was in preschool or first grade.
My pleasure.
I would wake up. She would talk me into doing my workout. She would feed me, and then she would read to me while I was eating. That book right there, Slight Edge. And one day it clicked. And all of a sudden I realized, holy crap, I'm living in Groundhog's Day. I wake up, I do my workout, I drink my shake, I go to work, I have a couple drinks after work, I come home, go to sleep, I wake up, I do it all again the next day. And the next day. And the next day. And then I have a day off, and I hate life because it's out of my routine. You can't expect different results if your habits are the same. If you're doing the same thing every single day, you're missing it. Okay? If you want to be healthy and be fit, and you just want to drink your shake and do your workout, do it. Do it every day. If you want to help a couple people, then do it. Help a couple people. If you want to help a ton of people, help a ton of people. If you want to be a millionaire in this business, quit your job, move to the Bahamas, or don't move to the Bahamas. It sounds a lot nicer than it is. It's really actually kind of ghetto.
At least where we were.
Then do it. But change your habits. You can't. If I would not have seen on that day, holy crap, I'm living in Groundhog's Day, nothing would have ever changed. I was going to work. I was telling people about Beachbody. Hey, man, I started doing this workout stuff, man. Look at my abs. I'm feeling good. Some girls using the It Works rap. I had to change my routine, guys. I had to change my daily habits. Not for myself. It was about me. If I didn't change my habits, I couldn't change the things that were going on in my life. I couldn't change the fact that my wife was unhappy in our marriage. I couldn't change the fact that my kids were all insane because dad's never around. Couldn't change anything. It had to start with me changing my habits, what I do, the way I work out, the way I get my nutrition, the way I pursue my wife, the way that I show love to my children, the way that I help people, the way that I try to help coaches and help people that want to build businesses and quit their jobs and be able to spend time with their family, to be able to pick up and just go. You want to go to Louisiana? Sure. Let's drive 12 and a half hours and go to Louisiana. Why? Because I don't have anybody that I have to report to except for God and my family. But it started by changing my daily habits, my daily routines to reach a higher goal. I talk to people all the time. I want to do this, I want a closer relationship with my wife. Okay, what have you done? What do you mean? Well, what have you done differently? Nothing. I just want a better relationship with my wife. And you haven't changed? You haven't done anything? You haven't changed your daily habits? The way that you come home and hug on her? Telling her that you love her? There's got to be change somewhere. You can't just see results without fighting. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. What makes you want to fight? What do you wake up for every single day and go, I'm going to fight to get this? It's going to happen. Boxers, okay? I use this example on the last call. Boxers, when they get ready and they're prepared to box, okay, they spend tons of time studying their opponent. Every part of their study is to see if what can they tell? Do they lift their elbow before they throw a jab? Do they duck before they throw a right hook? Do they dip before they throw an uppercut? They have tells. Everybody has a tell. When you step into your arena and you wake up every single morning, what's your tell? What are you going to do to be a better fighter? To fight for where you're going, to fight for your family, to fight to be a better husband or a better wife, to fight to be a better father, a better mother. What makes you fight? Because if you don't know your fight, if you wake up and you're just getting up and you're living in Groundhog's Day, you're missing out on the passion of life. I honestly, I get consumed in my wife. Okay, so consumed that her hands half the time have to play defense. I get consumed in my children. I love to take my children and just spend time with them. So much that it irritates me when they want to act like little brats. But I'm fighting for that. I know that every single day when I wake up. I'm fighting to see them have a stronger life. What are you fighting for? You have to know what you're fighting for. The results you achieve will be in direct proportion to the effort you apply. That one kind of stings a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is all around. This talks about you and your fitness, you as a parent, you as a husband or a wife, you at your job, you as a coach building a business. Your results and what you're able to accomplish in life, they come from strictly just where you want to go. What do you want to do? Because in the end, there's nobody stopping you except for you. In the end, there's nobody telling you that you can't do it except for you. Your heart, your passion, your desire, it all comes from your fight every single day. Can you quit? Of course you can. Jennifer and I'll be honest with you, I'm done trying to talk people out of quitting. If you want to quit, you're not quitting on us. We ain't going nowhere. You're just quitting on you. And I'm not talking about just in your coaching business. If you're skipping your workout, or if you're skipping your shake, or if you're skipping your personal development, if you're skipping your daily routines that you know you need to do in order to be successful, you're not quitting on us. When I don't read personal development because I get caught up in my day, I beat myself up because I know it's for me. It's for me. I failed. So what do you want to fight for? Find that. Figure that out. Make it something strong. Because if it's weak, you're going to wake up and every day you're going to fight for something that you're not truly passionate about. So I'm going to shut up. I'm going to probably drink your wine and let you close.
Well, honestly, that was just straight from his heart about his thoughts on failure and how you can turn it around and simply tweak one little thing. One thing I wanted to add is I tell our kids all the time, because they're, when they do something wrong or they do something that they shouldn't be doing, they instantly say, I'm sorry. And I get that being sorry is great. But when you say I'm sorry and you're continually saying sorry for the same things, then you're not changing anything. You're not learning from that lesson of why you had to say I'm sorry. You need to change your behaviors, and then the sorry is real and it affects everything around you. And then people understand. So challenge yourself this week to look about your day and look about your life, look about your businesses, whatever it may be, and see what you're fighting for. What is that one thing or two things or five things, whatever it may be, that makes you wake up and makes you do what you want to do every single day? Because that's, in the heat of the moment, that's going to be what encourages you to succeed, to accomplish the goals that you want to accomplish, to live and live more abundantly. So I hope that you all found value in what Anthony was talking about. And I just wish you all a wonderful rest of the week.
Wish you guys all a wonderful West Side, suckers.
And if you're thinking about us on Thursdays,
Camel toe!
say a quick prayer for us as we're driving half the day. And we'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.
It's my Beachbody weight glove.
Oh, my
It's
gosh.
Beachbody camel toe.
Bye, guys. Weirdo alert. Weirdo.